Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position, but the NFL is made up of a formula that says you don't have to stay long forever. If you make the right decisions, you can go from worst to first very quickly.
Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Here we have a guy, Mike, who's probably one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. He can create so many problems for a defense with his legs, but make no mistake about it, he is far from one-dimensional. He's both willing and able to carve a defense up with his arm while using his legs as more of a secondary weapon. If there's one knock on his game at this very moment, it's the fact that occasionally he'll kind of lay one up from time to time. Nonetheless, if he's on his A game in this one, we could be in for a real treat.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And he'll get forward for a couple. Xavier Woods there on the stop. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the number 1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
You'd love to see the biggest jump of a young quarterback's career, Mike, being between year 1 and year 2. I mean, you think about what these young quarterbacks go through entering their rookie year. They have the entire pre-draft process, then the idea of being drafted and going to a new organization and learning what it means.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Young. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Commanders come up with it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now he'll run it.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Let's go now.
The motion man is Johnson. Young to throw on 1st down. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On 2nd down, Young. Oh, and he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw is Young. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's Eckler on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Daniels. On target, got it to McClure. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26-yard line. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So, the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So, just a pair of field goals in that 1st half. It is 3-3 at the break as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Still in search of our 1st touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to have a 1st crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black one, blue check.
Out of the shotgun. Young. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a big turn of events there. This defense trying to hold off the opposition now takes the lead, Greg, by taking it to the end zone.
Yeah, and it seems like week in and week out, Mike, in this league, there's one or two plays that determine the outcome of a game. And I get the sense here in the second half, that game-changing scoop and score by this defense could very well be that play.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders take a 10-3 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Now Young. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll take this forward for about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Daniels. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You see the 1st down pickup there by Luke McCaffrey, and certainly a name a lot of NFL fans are going to recognize. Obviously the son of Ed McCaffrey, the brother of Christian. And his ability to really work in traffic, make difficult contested catches. He's going to have to earn some of these opportunities. He had 11 games with at least 1 receiving touchdown. That led all college football last year at Rice. I think this is a young player that's going to surprise a lot of people and maybe surpass some expectations some of the folks on the outside maybe have placed on him.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That pass taken in by McLaurin. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Washington.
Jaden Daniels, you look at his time at LSU, Mike, and he certainly had great wide receivers to throw to. But now being a rookie quarterback and having the veteran presence of a guy like Terry McLaurin, that is such a comfort for any young quarterback getting his feet under him in this league.
Here's 1st and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Robinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Daniels. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Jackson.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout: too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
It's caught. Mingo with the grab. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll run. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Panther first down.
Ready.
Young. Catch is made. That's Mingo. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That one taken in right side by Leggett. And he will score. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Panthers.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
The Commanders set to kick this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. Blackshear to return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Nice run there by Eckler, and he continues to be a productive back here in his 8th season in the NFL, and it's one of the main reasons why the Commanders targeted him back in March.
And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So a big spot for Austin Seibert. This to win the game. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.